Pro-Palestinian protesters have attempted to disrupt today's London Marathon. Two people jumped over the race barriers onto the course at London Bridge. Alice Porter is at the marathon and joins us now. We'll get onto the sporting aspects of it in a moment, Alice, but first tell us about this protest.
Yeah, this happened at about 10:35 and it was during the men's elite race when two demonstrators jumped over the barrier on London Bridge and threw red powder paint over the bridge. Now, fortunately for the runners who were taking part, it didn't cause that much disruption, but they are a group called Youth Demand and they are calling for a trade embargo on Israel, protesting against the war in Gaza, and they had that very much displayed on their T-shirts. Now, the City of London police intervened with those protesters, and fortunately the race was able to continue as normal, but and of course that can be some quite significant disruption to the race organisers. Particularly this year is going to be a very significant one because the organisers are hoping that this will in fact be a world record. They're hoping 56,000 runners will make it to the finish line, and so they'll certainly be taking any disruption by any protesters very seriously.
Yeah, you're in a good spot to watch the finish there, just right on the Mall, Alice. The atmosphere always amazing for the London Marathon. But what's been happening on the racing side of things?
Well, I've got a prime spot, I have to say. I am just 200 metres from the finish line, and it's here that I've been able to watch. We've had the wheelchair runners come through, wheelchair racers come through. They've been winning. We've also seen the men's winning as well. We saw Kenya's Sebastian Saw. He won in an extraordinary 2 hours and 25 minutes and 25 seconds. Absolutely extraordinary. But we've also had a record from the Ethiopians, Tigres Asifa. She won in the women's. And then in the wheelchair race, the Swiss pair have done astonishingly well. Switzerland's Marcel Hug, he won the men's wheelchair race for the 7th time. And his compatriot, Catherine Debrunner, she also won and also achieved a record. So extraordinary performances really from the runners and the wheelchair racers today, particularly in the hot conditions. I have to say it's about 22 degrees Celsius, and there have been warnings from the marathon organisers really hoping that people take on as much water as possible. There are around 14 showers along this route, which is of course just over 26 miles. This iconic racetrack which begins in Greenwich, moving across some of the most extraordinary sights of London past Big Ben, before finishing here on the Mall by Buckingham Palace. So an extraordinary and iconic race, and we're waiting for more. This is very much, as you've started to see, these are some of the participants, many of which who are trying to raise money for some very worthwhile charities.
Absolutely the same going on in Manchester today as well, with the marathon there too. Alice, thank you very much indeed.